Final demonstration of the day. What you're going to see now is a house fire demonstration, and the crews are going to be turning out to a house fire persons reported. So en route to the incident, the officer in charge will be detailing all of the BA crew and the pump crew exactly what they're going to be doing at the incident. He's going to be directing the driver, telling the driver where to park. He's going to be telling the team at the back of the pump exactly what he wants to happen as soon as they pull up. En route to the incident, any information gained from the caller will be passed on to the crew from North West Fire Control. As soon as he turns up, he's going to be assessing any dangers and risks both to the firefighters, members of the public or any other emergency responders attending the scene. So straight away he's detailed the BA team, and he's also detailed that there's a covering jet that will be applying water to the side of the building to protect the rest of the building and any neighbouring surroundings. So the crews will get a really thorough brief on exactly what he wants them to do, and in this instance he's asked them to carry out search, rescue and firefighting because we believe that there's a casualty in the building. When the BA team go put their BA sets on, they'll always do it in a set order. And they do it facing each other, and that's to ensure that the equipment is going on correctly and the protective equipment is in the right place. No matter what incident they go to, they'll always do the same drill time and time again. Once they're fully kitted up, they'll do a final check on their BA sets, and they'll then report to entry control where they'll hand over their BA tallies. Once they've handed over these tallies, we'll then be able to work out how long they'll have inside the building, how much air they've got and how long that'll last. So the crews will go into this incident with the hose reel jet. They'll have a thermal image camera which will be able to assist them in identifying any hot spots, scenes of fire or any casualties or hazards in the building. They're also going to fit what we call a smoke curtain to the front door, because the last thing that we want to happen is to open the front door and allow a lot of air and oxygen into that fire to then fuel it even more. So that's why all your home fire safety advice is if ever you have a fire, you shut all your doors and windows. Once the smoke curtain's up and in place, the crews will do a door entry procedure, and this will involve them looking inside the property with the thermal image camera for any dangers or hazards just inside the doorway. Once they enter the property, unless the crews have got the thermal image camera with them, they're literally blind inside the building because of the smoke will be that thick they're unable to see any hazards. So when they go in, they'll be literally doing a fingertip search of the whole building. So if you can imagine being in your own home and you've closed your eyes and you try and walk around an environment that you know, and you'll still be bumping into things, that's exactly what will be happening to the team in there, except they'll be moving using a set procedure to keep themselves safe. So as they move through the building, they'll do a systematic search of each room, and once they've been in that room, they'll inform the officer in charge outside exactly where they are and where they're moving on to. Once they're in the building, if they locate a casualty, they'll inform the officer in charge that they found a casualty, and then they'll then start to make the way back out of the building. There we go. They've done the search of the building. They found the casualty. The casualty will then be handed over to North West Ambulance Service. They'll report back to the officer in charge. Once he's happy that the fire has been extinguished, he'll send the crews back to the entry control where they'll pick up the tallies, and then the order knock-off make-up will be given. Once the crews have got back to the appliance, all the equipment will be put back in its correct place, and then as soon as they go back to station, all the equipment will then be serviced and checked, so it's all ready for the next operational incident. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a big round of applause. Thank you all very much. That's the last of our live demos, but please enjoy the rest of the open day for the afternoon. Thank you. Is that good?